Hello, guys. Hello. My name is Joe, and today I will try to explain the Sydnee Washington's mushroom trip. I will try to explain what has been happening spiritually during this particular trip. But before we do that, I just want to say that I am truly grateful for everybody who decides to subscribe. I truly love you guys. I am very, very grateful for this small little community that I'm building here on YouTube. And if you are not part of this community, just make sure to smash that subscribe button. It truly helps the channel grow. And so I'm just truly, truly grateful for everybody. And I love you guys. I love you, truly. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's grab our headphones and let's just watch a tiny little video clip together, and then we will get into it.
This is the story of the first and the last time I did shrooms. It was like a hot summer day. I'm in this room with my roommate at the time. TV is super boring, right? It was just like regular reality TV. And we're like, man, we gotta find something to do. He's like, hey, I have mushrooms. And I've never done mushrooms before. And I'm like, I don't know, should I really be interested in this? But I've done cat tranquilizer before, so it's fine. He gives me the mushrooms, and he's like, don't take a lot, just take a little since this is your first time. But I'm a G, like I'm a grown woman. I'm like, no, don't give me the kids menu. Give me the adult size mushrooms that I'm supposed to be taking. He's like, okay. So the mushrooms are inside of me, and I'm talking to my roommate, and my roommate is always late with the rent. And for some reason, I was like, let's talk about this right now. Let's get it out in the open. He's like, listen, I'm always late with the rent because I'm low-key unemployed. So most of the times I'm giving you whatever I can. And like something in my heart was like, damn, he's really doing bad. Like, why am I giving him such a hard time? And then all of a sudden, I look to the side of him and the walls look like they're melting. And Al Roker appears. And he's like giving the weather. And I was like, is Al Roker the weatherman? I thought he talked about news and current events. But so I'm tripping at Al, and then all of a sudden I give him a high five because I'm like, he's Al Roker. He's like legendary. I have to respect because he's been a friend of the family for years. That's not true, but I just felt like that when I was on mushrooms. So this huge fan that's got lint all over it is spinning, and the walls are melting, and I look into the fan, and the fan turns into some kind of monster, some like big mouth monster with like weird dog ears and no eyes. And I'm freaking out because I was like, the fan needs eyes, you know? And I'm telling my roommate that, I'm like, the fan doesn't have eyes, and I'm really upset. It's really scaring me. And so then he takes his hand and touches the fan and puts 2 eyes on the fan. So I'm going nuts because I was like, wait, where did he get those eyes from? You can't pay the rent, but you have money for eyes? So I look at the fan, and something in the fan reminds me of my ex, you know, because my ex is just spewing out dust and has dog ears, so I'm getting into it. My roommate is looking at me like, oh, she's tripping. Because he's done mushrooms before, so he's laughing. He's not making a big deal of it. But I'm like in another world. And then I look at the TV. The TV is still on. The TV looks like it has a big hole in it. And I'm like, I just bought that TV. Where did this hole come from? So then my roommate is all into this trip. So he's like, oh, so let's call it a place. Let's call Best Buy. So I'm freaked out. I'm tripping on mushrooms. I call Best Buy up. I'm like, Best Buy, I have a hole in my TV. I just bought it. I don't have the receipt, but I'm bringing it now. So I unplugged the TV. I'm like, we're going to Best Buy. And then he's like, all right, you're tripping, like you're for real tripping, and we're not going anywhere. You have to stay in the room. So he closes the door and locks the door. And I'm like, oh my God, my roommate is keeping me hostage, and it's hot. Like I'm like I have makeup on, my eyebrows are melting off of my face. My hair is falling out. My face is falling off. My ex-boyfriend is telling me that my feet smell. It's just a lot going on with these mushrooms. And I was like, cat tranquilizer has never done this to me. Like I'm just sticking to K, that's it. So I go in my closet I'm in my closet that's a mess. You know, I didn't put nothing on the hanger. Like the hangers, my clothes are on the hangers, but halfway on. So then I'm looking at the hanger and the hanger turns into a liger. I don't know if is that a real thing? But at the time I was like, that's a liger. That's a tiger and a lying liar. Is that a liger? A lying tiger. That's what it is. So my clothes are halfway on the hanger and it starts caressing me. And I was like, oh, I feel safe here. This is where I need to be. So I just stay in the closet and I lock myself in the closet for a good hour and a half. And I come out of the closet and he's like, are you good? I was like, I don't know. But somehow he starts talking to me about how he doesn't have money. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I understand. You don't have to pay me rent for a whole month. So somehow I get out of mushrooms and I'm in the hole, like $800, because I have to keep my word. He doesn't have to pay rent. I'm freaked out. I've been in the closet for an hour and a half and I'm still hot. So that was the first and last time I've ever done mushrooms.
Now, during this trip, I would assume that at a certain point, you went into the closet where you felt a little bit overwhelmed by the strength of the shrooms, I would assume, and then the liger appeared. I would assume that the liger was your spiritual guide, one of your angels, trying to protect you and trying to calm you down. And in your mind, this particular angel took the visualization, took the depiction of a liger, of a cross between a tiger and a lion. I would assume that's our mind trying to make sense of something that doesn't have a body, that doesn't have a human flesh. And so that's why it appeared to you like it's a liger. But I would assume that's one of your guardian angels, one of your spiritual guides that is protecting you. And so, yeah. Other than that, I'm not 100% sure that there was as much to add to it. I just want to say that now obviously whenever we feel like the life is a little bit too much and it can be a little bit overwhelming, we might have a lot of stress, financial stress, or just stress from the workload, from our jobs and stuff like that. It is always a good idea to maybe ask for help from our spiritual guide. I usually do this through a prayer. I would start by sort of going into some of what I would call a meditative state. I would try to calm myself down, close my eyes, and then I would ask for help from my angels, from my spiritual guides, and there is always some form of a reassurance, maybe a synchronicity, maybe stuff that calms me down throughout the day. It makes me feel like that I am being watched over by otherworldly entity that is protecting me, watched over by angel that is looking after me. And so that is always a great way to reassure myself that everything is going to be fine, that everything is going to work out in the end, and that I'm on the right path. Yeah, and I would honestly recommend this to anybody who is watching, anybody who might struggle. One tiny little prayer could do more than we realize sometimes. It may not, but it might help you a lot, especially if you're dealing with stress from everyday work, from everyday stuff, then it might truly help. I cannot recommend this enough. Guys, listen up very carefully. I've already described this particular trip, this particular mushroom experience on my blog. You will find out that there is so much more, not just this particular trip, but even more esoterica and mysticism. There is so much fun over there, so make sure to check it out. Also, make sure to smash that subscribe button, make sure to smash that like button, especially if you haven't done so yet. Make sure to do it, guys. Also, Make sure to check out the video here, check out the video there, and everywhere. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.